Hey everybody, it's Lisa Rehurk, Miss Simplicity, helping you bust through the overwhelm so that you can eliminate time as an issue in your business. So today I want to talk to you about consequences. Consequences of not gaining control of your time. It is very rare that I meet somebody who doesn't kind of either get a little panic look in their face or kind of a little sense of relief when I tell them what I do for a living. And everybody inevitably says to me, oh my gosh, I really need to gain better control of my time. And then they go on their happy way, and very few people take the next step to do something about it. I think people just generally accept the fact that they're just always going to be chasing after their time, but you don't have to. And one of the first things that you can do, one of the key things that you can do to start getting in touch with your time and how you manage your activities for the day is to really understand the consequences of not gaining control of that. So I have a very simple exercise I'm going to tell you about that you can start working through, and then you can start seeing the results and the consequences of what's going on with your time, and then that will encourage you and motivate you to start making some changes. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to write down your top 3 challenges. What is challenging you in the time arena? Like, what are you feeling heavy with? What are you feeling just clunky with? I love that word clunky because it's really how you feel when things are just kind of plodding along. What are you really just struggling with? Write down the top 3 things that you're really struggling with. And then what you need to do is you need to brainstorm what the outcome is because you're struggling with that. And I'm going to tell you kind of the top handful of things that people generally find as consequences in this. Number 1 is you're probably losing money in your business. And a lot of times people don't relate money to time, but it's so huge, because if you are working too much on the wrong things, you are not out there doing the right kinds of things to bring money into your business. So that's number 1. Are you losing money because of where you're spending your time? Number 2, are you stressed and have too much anxiety? Is your health starting to suffer because of the stress? That's a huge consequence. Another really big consequence is your relationships are starting to suffer. Your relationships with your children, your relationships with your spouse, relationships with friends and family, and all of that stuff. I hear people tell me all the time that they want more time with their kids. But if you think about spending 1 hour of really quality time with your kids as opposed to 2 hours of crappy, your mind is somewhere else, quality or unquality time with your kids, that hour is so much better than the 2 hours. And so you want to be clear in that time that you have with people, and you want to be present with them. So are your relationships suffering? And then really just, again, dig deep, see what those consequences are of what is going on with the challenges in your life. That's going to connect you better to that, and it's going to help you to start making some changes in the way that you manage your time and in the things that you do with your time. So I hope this tip was helpful. I would love for you to come by my website, opt in for my free offer that I've got there. I've got a whole bunch of other fun things coming up. My website is www.miss-simplicity.com. Again, this is Lisa Rehurk, Miss Simplicity.